Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here once again, and today I wanted to bring you a brand new Marvel's Avengers video. This one talking about everything you should do on the road to War for Wakanda as we get ready for Black Panther in the game. Now, I'm going to have a lot of information, go over various things that'll be helpful when getting ready for War for Wakanda. So, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more content like this, as we will be covering a lot of War for Wakanda on this channel, Marvel's Avengers going forward, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so much for helping me get there. It's been an absolute blast. Also, comment down below. Let me know if you think Black Panther is going to be your favorite character in the game, or which character is your favorite in the game currently. Now, jumping right into it, I wanted to say you don't need to level up your characters that you currently have necessarily if you haven't already. Whether it's actual base level or the power level of gear, neither of those is necessary, because you will be starting from scratch, square one, level 1 Black Panther once he does drop. So keep that in mind if you just want to jump in and enjoy Black Panther. If you just want to enjoy the Wakanda campaign, you don't need to level up any of your characters. You probably will need to go through the base campaign if you haven't already, if you're a new player, or if you're a returning player, maybe check out the Kate Bishop and Hawkeye expansions as well. They're not super long, but they will provide a bit of motivation, a bit of information going into the next DLC, because we have seen them kind of take one update and lead it into the next with various tips, hints, tricks, all that kind of good stuff. So keep that in mind. You don't have to play the Kate Bishop and Hawkeye expansions, but they are super useful if you want to go through them. The one thing I will advise that you do first and foremost is check to make sure that you have enough credits to unlock the challenge card for Black Panther. If you've forgotten, the challenge card does require 1,000 credits in order to unlock. Now, I know a lot of folks before the game launched were worried about this game being pay to win. That is not the case. All of your original characters' challenge cards are free, and you can progress them with your weekly and daily challenges, no problem, to earn enough credits for more challenge cards for the characters that come out later. So, for example, if I complete my challenge card on Thor, I'll have enough credits in order to unlock Kate Bishop or Black Panther, etc. So take a look at your challenge cards if you don't have enough credits, and see if you can afford the challenge card for Black Panther, because that's going to be the way you unlock all the cosmetics and good stuff that does go along with it. There's a lot of good skins and emotes that do pop up in the challenge card, so keep that in mind. Next, we're going to talk about some of the objectives that are going on currently and things that you might have missed if you've lapsed on the game. Now, there is an event going on right now with the priority set gear for legendary items for every character, any character you want to upgrade. So if you are trying to get prepared for Black Panther, because there will be another Omega level threat, which is the end game activity, then you may want to level up your alternate characters for that, so that way you can do it right away and do it again the following week once Black Panther is fully leveled, fully upgraded, because I know most people are not going to get him to level 50 and gear score 150 within the first couple days. So these various activities, like the Omega level threats, like the Mega Hives, that are now multiplayer, they all reset every week. So make sure you do them every single week in order to get that exotic gear. The other thing to keep in mind is the villain sector, like the Scientist Supreme. That provides guaranteed gear every week. It provides a lot of materials as well to level up your gear, like the Polychoron, which is absolutely vital. So if you want to get prepared so you can level up Black Panther as fast as possible, upgrade his gear, get him to 150 so you can take on the endgame stuff with that character, you're going to want to stack your materials, whether it's upgrade modules, Polychoron, all that kind of good stuff. You want to make sure you have as much of that ready to go as possible. It's going to make your life a lot easier. But yeah, so look at your missions that you have currently available, all of the objectives. You're also going to want to make sure you've unlocked all the various artifacts. And the reason for this is because every character has a different artifact that really vibes with them. I'm sure there will be a new one for Black Panther. Oftentimes, though, you're going to have to do a long series of quests in order to unlock it. So you're probably not going to have that available for him right away either. Now, there's a couple other things that I wanted to touch on as well when we're talking about the Mega Hive, the Omega level chain, all that kind of good stuff. And that is just to have multiple characters ready just in case. So I said earlier that you don't need to have other characters ready. However, if you're trying to do endgame, I would highly advise it. And the reason is, oftentimes you will matchmake into these activities, which will be fine. And unfortunately, people will leave. You'll have issues with matchmaking, etc., or you'll do the Mega Hive by yourself, which you can still do solo. Now, if you're doing that, you're going to want to have your alternate characters leveled up as much as possible with their base level. The level for their gear matters a little bit less on most activities, but it does matter a lot for the Mega Hive, so keep that in mind. But their base level, so that way they have all their abilities, and they will generate you orbs for healing, for your abilities, all of that kind of good stuff. So your characters who are with you, if you're playing solo, can passively help your team out, even if depending on what abilities they have. So always remember that, especially if you're going to the Black Panther campaign. I don't know how much of it is going to involve you bringing your other characters, but when you're doing missions when it's just you and then your other characters, then you're going to be able to make it a lot easier. You're going to be able to generate all these orbs, and that's absolutely huge. The other thing to remember is that oftentimes the story parts are going to be solo player, but there's a lot of missions that you can actually do co-op, and now you can play as 4 Black Panthers if you so choose. So remember that as well going into it. You're not going to have to fight your teammates, your friends anymore. If you want to play as 4 Black Panthers, you can absolutely do that. And that's something I would actually recommend. I think it would be a lot of fun. And it's something that I kind of want to try on certain missions, if at all possible. I think that'd be awesome because just the 4 Black Panther squad would be a lot of fun. Other than that, just make sure that, like I said, have your challenge card ready, have your upgrade materials ready, all that kind of good stuff. You should be really good to go. There's not a lot of prep work that goes into it, but it depends on what you're trying to do when it drops. Are you trying to take on the endgame content right away? Are you just trying to play through the mission sequence for Black Panther, etc., etc.? So let me know in the comments down below how you're preparing for War for Wakanda. Let me know also, are you excited about the character? Are you waiting for a future character to come back to get excited? Do you think this will be a big turning point for Marvel's Avengers? Because like I've said before on this channel quite a bit, I love the game. I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. Their story stuff is fantastic. I think War for Wakanda is going to be great. And even if you only come back every few months when they do these updates, the updates are free. So now, looking back a year later, this game is going to be significantly better than when it launched. And I think that's a great thing. So I hope everyone comes back to Avengers. I don't have any problems with matchmaking in the game right now, which is fantastic. And I hope everyone has a good time with it, because it is a fun game, and it is a game I love to dip my toes back into every so often. And I always have a blast. Anyway, my name is JoPaWrites. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. But I'll catch you all later.